Vietnam, land of motorbikes, smiles, and smells. The smells hit you first, spicy, sweet, savory. They wrap around you, pull you in, they whisper promises of culinary delights. This is street food heaven, but is $10 enough for a taste? We're about to find out. Join me, Chef Stefini, as I dive into the heart of Vietnam. I'm on a mission to eat our way through the streets, one bowl, one skewer, one delicious bite at a time. No fancy restaurants, no white tablecloths, just pure, unadulterated street food glory. The air hangs heavy, thick with humidity and the aroma of grilling meat. A woman smiles, her stall a kaleidoscope of colors. Fresh herbs, bright chilies, bubbling broths. This is it. My first taste of Vietnam awaits. Ciao, I say, mustering my best attempt at the local language. She laughs, a warm, melodic sound. Her hands move with practiced ease, assembling a bowl of something magical. Banh cha, she calls it. Grilled pork, rice noodles, a mountain of fresh herbs. The first bite is a revelation. Sweet, savory, spicy, sour. All the flavors of Vietnam explode in my mouth. This is it. This is what I came for. And the price? Less than $2. I'm on my way. $10 might just be enough after all. The first taste always hooks you. It's a tease, a promise of more. I plunge deeper into the labyrinthine streets of Hanoi. Each turn reveals a new assault on the senses. Smoke billows from makeshift grills. Women hawk steaming bowls of pho. The air crackles with energy. I pass stalls piled high with exotic fruits. Durians, their spiky shells emitting a pungent aroma. Rambutans like hairy red marbles. Dragon fruit, their pink skin hiding a sweet white flesh. So much to try, so little time. But the stomach rumbles, demanding sustenance. I duck down a narrow alley, barely wide enough for two people to pass. The smells intensify. Fish sauce, chili, something sweet and floral. We're getting closer. The alley opens into a small courtyard, a hive of activity. Tiny plastic stools surround low tables. Locals and tourists alike slurp noodles, their faces lit by the glow of bare light bulbs. This is it. My next culinary adventure awaits. A young woman waves us over, her smile as bright as the plastic tablecloth. Her stall is a study in organized chaos. Bowls of ingredients prepped and ready. A steaming pot of broth simmers on a portable stove. Chopsticks clatter against bowls. The symphony of street food in full swing. Banh cuon? She asks, gesturing to her steaming wares. I nod, eager to sample whatever she's cooking. Banh cuon, steamed rice rolls, delicate and thin. They arrive glistening, filled with savory ground pork and wood ear mushrooms. A sprinkle of crispy fried shallots adds a final touch. On the side, a dipping sauce, nuoc cham. Its salty, sweet, and sour flavors a perfect counterpoint to the delicate rolls. The first bite is a revelation. The rice rolls are soft and slippery, the filling savory and flavorful. The nuoc cham adds a tangy punch, waking up the taste buds. I devour them in a matter of minutes, chopsticks working overtime. This is why I'm here. This is the magic of Vietnamese street food. Simple ingredients, expertly prepared, bursting with flavor. I finish our banh cuon, the plastic stool creaking under my weight. The courtyard is buzzing, a constant flow of people coming and going. My belly is full, but my spirit are even fuller. This is just the beginning. $1 down, 9 to go. I pay the woman, her smile genuine, her eyes twinkling with the satisfaction of a job well done. I am ready for more. The streets of Hanoi beckon, promising a symphony of flavors, textures, and aromas. Let's eat. The heat hangs heavy in the air, a living thing. Every breath is a mouthful of Hanoi. Diesel fumes mingle with the scent of frying garlic, the sweet aroma of coconut milk, and something unidentifiable, yet undeniably delicious. Each smell pulls us in a different direction. Decisions. I wander deeper into the maze of streets, each turn revealing new culinary treasures. A woman fans charcoal beneath a grill piled high with tiny clams, their shells sizzling invitingly. Next to her, a vendor ladles a vibrant orange curry onto plates of rice. My stomachs growl in anticipation. The smells here tell a story. They speak of generations-old recipes, passed down from mother to daughter. They whisper of fresh ingredients sourced from nearby markets that wake before the sun. I am not just a tourist here. I am a student, eager to learn the language of Vietnamese street food. The smoke leads us to a stall crowded with locals. A man tends a sizzling grill, his hands moving with the precision of a surgeon. Skewers of meat, glistening with marinade, sizzle over the open flames. The aroma is intoxicating, a blend of sweet, savory, and slightly charred. This is street food at its finest. Nem nuong, he says, his eyes crinkling at the corners as he smiles. I nod, my mouth's watering in anticipation. He expertly slides the skewers onto a plate, adding a pile of fresh herbs, pickled vegetables, and a small bowl of dipping sauce. The first bite is an explosion of flavor. The pork is tender and juicy, the marinade a perfect balance of sweet, salty, and tangy. The fresh herbs add a refreshing crunch while the dipping sauce provides a spicy kick. It's a symphony of textures and tastes, all for less than $1 a skewer. My belly are starting to protest, but I can't resist the allure of a nearby stall. A rainbow of colors catches our eye. Mangoes, pineapples, and dragon fruit are piled high next to a steaming pot of something sweet. This is my dessert course. Che, the vendor says, her voice a gentle melody. She ladles a generous portion of the sweet soup into a bowl, adding scoops of tapioca pearls, jellied beans, and chunks of fresh fruit. The aroma is intoxicating, a blend of coconut milk, sugar, and exotic spices. I dig in, my spoon clinking against the sides of the bowl. The soup is warm and comforting, the perfect balance of sweet and creamy. The tapioca pearls offer a delightful chewiness, while the fresh fruit adds a burst of freshness. It's the perfect ending to our savory street food adventure. As I wander back into the heart of the city, the sun begins to set, casting a warm glow over the bustling streets. My belly are full, our wallets are lighter, and our senses are on fire. I've only just scratched the surface of Vietnamese street food, but it's already clear that this is a culinary adventure that could last a lifetime. The streets are a feast for the eyes as much as the stomach. I pass stalls selling everything from steaming bowls of pho to crispy spring rolls to banh mi sandwiches overflowing with fillings. The air is alive with the sounds of sizzling meat, the clatter of chopsticks, and the laughter of locals enjoying their evening meal. I've spent less than $5 so far, and I've already experienced a lifetime's worth of flavor. This is the beauty of Vietnamese street food. It's delicious, it's affordable, and it's an integral part of the culture. It's an experience that goes beyond the food itself. It's about connecting with the locals, embracing the chaos, and surrendering to the sensory overload. The sun dips lower, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. The streets of Hanoi come alive with a different kind of energy. It's not just about filling your belly anymore, though that's certainly a happy side effect. It's about community, connection, a shared experience that transcends language barriers. I pull up a couple of those ubiquitous little plastic stools next to a group of older gentlemen. They're huddled around a steaming pot of something that smells vaguely of ginger and lemongrass, their laughter echoing down the narrow street. They eye us with a mixture of curiosity and amusement, their smiles as warm as the evening air. One of them gestures to the pot, offering us a taste. I hesitate for a moment, unsure of the etiquette. He laughs, a sound full of life and good humor, and waves his hand dismissively. "No problem, you eat, you friend." The soup, I learn, is called cane chua, a sweet and sour tamarind-based broth simmered with fish and vegetables. It's simple yet bursting with flavor, the kind of dish that warms you from the inside out. I eat, sip by sip, sharing stories in a language I barely understand but somehow feel in my bones. This is the essence of Vietnamese street food. It's not just about the food itself, though the food is undeniably incredible. It's about the experience, the connection, the shared love of a good meal enjoyed in the company of strangers who quickly become friends. These plastic stools, scattered across the sidewalks of Hanoi, become more than just places to sit. They transform into gathering spots, community hubs where people from all walks of life come together to eat, drink, and share stories. one delicious bite at a time. The streets are alive with a kind of chaotic beauty. It's overwhelming, intoxicating, and utterly unforgettable. And as I sit here, our bellies full, I sense sated, I realize that $10 wasn't enough to buy a meal in Vietnam. It was enough to buy an experience, a glimpse into the soul of a culture. I've tasted the history, the tradition, the love that goes into every bowl, every skewer, every steaming cup of chi. I felt the warmth of the people, the generosity of their spirit, the infectious joy they find in sharing their food with the world. This is the magic of Vietnamese street food. It's a feast for the senses, a celebration of life, and a reminder that sometimes the most incredible experiences can be found on a plastic stool under a flickering light bulb, with a steaming bowl of something delicious in your hands. I am stuffed. My stomach groans in protest with every step. The air is thick with the lingering sense of our culinary adventure. Did I do it? Could I conquer the streets of Hanoi for a mere $10? Let's tally it up. Banh cha, $2. Those delicate rice rolls, another $1 gone. The skewers, a steal at 50 cents each. I indulged in 2 naturally. And that sweet, sweet chi, a mere $1 for a taste of heaven. That's $5.50. $5.50 for a culinary journey that rivals any Michelin-starred experience. I still have money left over. I could push our luck, try another dish. But sometimes it's best to leave them wanting more. This wasn't just about the food, though. It was about the experience, the sights, the sounds, the smells that assaulted our senses at every turn. It was about the people, the woman with the twinkling eyes who served us banh cha, the old men who shared their can chua and their laughter. The biggest surprise? The sheer variety. Every stall, a new adventure. From steaming bowls of pho to crispy banh xeo to colorful arrays of fresh fruit, the streets of Hanoi are a culinary playground. And the best part, you don't need a guidebook. Just follow your nose and your stomach, and you're guaranteed a good time. The city lights blur as I walk. A motorbike whizzes by, its horn a distant memory of the symphony I just left behind. I lick my lips, tasting the ghost of chili and lime, the sweet phantom of coconut milk. $10. I barely made a dent, but the taste lingers. It's in the back of my throat, a reminder that the best meals aren't about Michelin stars or white tablecloths. They're about soul, the soul of the cook, poured into every steaming bowl, the soul of the city, alive in the sizzle of meat and the clatter of chopsticks. Hanoi's streets are a classroom. They teach you that food is more than sustenance. It's a history lesson whispered through generations-old recipes. It's a cultural exchange over a steaming bowl of noodles shared with strangers who become friends. Stay adventurous.